Yo, yo, yo. We good? We live? 2 games left in week 2, baby. Including Sunday Night Football. It was a good Sunday slate of games, that's for sure. It was a really good Sunday slate of games. But yeah, now we here. Cap off Sunday with the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams against CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans. How's everyone doing? Joe Mixon ready to get some work in. Stephon Diggs ready to go. Again, this should be a decent one. What's up, Egg? Yeah, that was a tough one for Cincy, man. Since 2011. Here's what I'll say about that finish. Well, yes, the defender made contact early. They were both playing the ball, so I don't feel like it should have been a DPI, but I understand why they threw the flag. That wasn't a clearly obvious DPI in the sense that he was playing the receiver. Oh, the Rams as well. Yeah, the Rams was a bad one. I just again the Cincy KC game just ended. Yeah, but the Rams was a bad start, like a bad game. I watched them. I watched like the first quarter or so of it. I had the Rams winning, but yeah, I mean Marvin Harrison Jr. just had himself a day. He is not opening properly. There we go. Oh yeah, no, they would not survive the. Well, I think that's part of the reason why that they are upset that the refs like are showing favoritism towards the Chiefs because they just got done with the whole Brady favoritism, and it goes immediately into Kansas City. Yes, I saw that Wazoo got to win the Apple Cup. A little payback for the Pac-12 dissolving, I guess. Yeah, but again, like, I understand why the flag was thrown. Should it have been? Depends on who you're rooting for. It was kind of ticky tacky, but at the same time, like he did get there early. And then yeah, the Rams. And then like the injuries now that the Rams are dealing with, like it's gonna be a tough next set. Who did the Rams play next? Oh, they play San Francisco. That's gonna be a fantastic game. Rams Niners, because the Niners had a tough one today as well. I mean, like that they got handled by the Vikings pretty well. Like that should be a good one. Yeah, man, I don't know what was going on with their offense today. Like, because Jordan Mason still ran the ball well. I guess it was just the passing game that struggled for them, but at the same time, I mean, I know Kittle ended up like he did go down, Like at the same time, Purdy only had 8 incompletions. They ran for over 100 yards. Debo, like, they had a solid game all around. I don't get what was going on with them. It's weird. Like the Vikings are a weird team this year with Sam Darnold leading the way. Like their defense has played solid, has been playing solid through the first 2 weeks. The offense has played great, but like that is a game I need to go back and like watch before I make any like true judgments on. Because like that's just not a box score type of game. A game you can get a feel for based off box score. It seems so. Probably will end up watching it tomorrow before Monday Night Football. I'll watch like the condensed replay on NFL Plus. Get a feel for exactly what happened with that one because yeah, I mean they had one fumble lost, one interception thrown. Like it's not like they've lost a turnover battle. Yeah, the turnover battle was even. Like I don't get it. It's weird. Only thing I could think of is maybe their kicker missed a few kicks, but I don't doesn't seem like it. Oh yeah, he went perfect. Yeah, it's just a weird day, I guess. I think like teams have those kind of days where like you can play a really solid game, but it's still just not enough for whatever reason. But again, it's not even like the Vikings played too great either. They just did enough. The Titans are another just weird team. They've made so many mistakes these first 2 weeks. They're just like, what are you doing? Two blocked punts. Will Levis playing. Gee, I don't even know how to. I don't even know where to begin with Will Levis. Like it's all about just like knowing when to make a play and when not to. 82% and all of the analysts on Sunday Night Football are picking the Texans. I mean, I have the Texans as well, so we will see. We shall see. No, real quick, Seattle. Seattle got a nice win against New England this week. To go to 2-0. Meanwhile, Baltimore lost to Vegas, and I had people saying that Baltimore should have been ahead of Seattle in power rankings. I'm just like, hey, they were 10-11. We'll see how Sunday goes, and Seattle's probably gonna be moving up, while Baltimore's not gonna even be mentioned. All right, kickoff gonna be approaching momentarily as the Houston Texans are about to take the field. Those new uniforms for the Texans. When do we know when the Texans are gonna wear they're all like their alternate jerseys this season? 'Cause I want to call those games. So I at least want to watch them in some capacity. Because yeah, those alternates for the Texans look nice. Like I was upset I didn't get to see the Seattle throwbacks last week because I was watching it because Miami played at the same time. Let's see. Do we know? I'm about to look it up. Texans schedule. Let's see. Yeah, you can know the Broncos throwback games. I think one of them is next week. No, week 5. Uh, here we. That's just their schedule, not uniform schedule. They're H-Town blue against Buffalo, and then all red against Detroit. Okay. Cool. The Detroit one's a night game. That's nice. Um, that's fantastic. My cellular's acting up. Okay. Good thing I have this over here. So I was trying to use a hotspot for this game, but it just went off. Should be back on though. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try because I'm gonna try to use the same setup I did for in the first day, during the first game today, because I liked how that played out. All right, there we go. Hopefully, no hiccups during the game. I'm happy took care of it now. Making kickoff momentarily. And commercial break, waiting for kickoff at the moment. I will say, after 2 weeks of play, we still have 2 games to go, but after the first 2 Sundays, while I still don't fully like how Miami's offense looked, it is good to see that there are still, like, the majority of teams are struggling to get an offense clicking right now, so I'll take it. Because, I mean, like, who knows what was going on in Green Bay for the offense, Indianapolis, even Detroit and Tampa, the Rams. Like, a lot of offenses didn't look great this week again. But at the same time, their defenses look great to bounce off of it. Like, Dallas had a rough week. Like, it was just a bad week for a lot of teams. So we'll see. Seattle's going to be an interesting game next week for Miami. I'll go into more detail when I do predictions. Sing it, Gary. Gary Underwood singing as we approach kickoff. Do we have an update on George Kittle? I saw that he was carted to the locker room during the game. Do we have an update? No Keenan Allen and no Damian Pierce tonight for either side. I'm still trying to find this update on George Kittle. Because that could be a big one for San Francisco. Justin Jefferson is day to day. Nothing on Nick Bosa. Taysom Hill went to the. What happened with Taysom Hill? Chest injury? Damn. Jermaine Johnson with the Achilles. I'm not seeing anything on Kittle. Okay. Not seeing anything on Kittle or. That's strange. All right, we'll find out during the week then. All right, NRG Stadium, home of the Houston Texans, and the site of today's Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. I no new update on Cup either, but that's not what I was checking. Oh yeah, nothing on Bosa, nothing on Kittle just yet. As the Texans take the field wearing their all whites. Houston wearing their all whites, Chicago wearing their all oranges. Or at least that's what both sides like to call these uniform combinations. Even though for both sides it is neither all white or all orange. Because for some reason the Bears don't have orange pants and the Texans don't have a white helmet. Which that makes more sense. Like the 3 helmets that the Texans do have make a lot more sense than a white helmet. I just feel like Chicago should have orange pants because I'm pretty sure they used to rock orange pants I remember correctly, and it looked pretty damn good. Right? The Chicago? I don't remember exactly when it would have been, but I could have sworn they did at one point. I want to keep the uniform schedules up. There's orange pants. Yeah, they did they used to? Think so. Yeah, they did. It seems. Yeah. I don't know what happened to them, but yeah, they used to have orange pants. It seems. All right. Any other like big time uniform games I should like be on the lookout for? Colts. Oh yeah, the Jaguars throwbacks against the Colts on October 6th, and then they're wearing their white helmets November 10th. Okay. I mean, October 6th having quite a few jersey matchups, huh? And then the Giants are wearing their throwbacks November 3rd. Oh yeah, the Jets are wearing their quote unquote classics on Monday Night Football. That should be a good one. Kelly Green's week 9 and week 17. The Thursday night match between the Niners and Seahawks is of all throwback look. That's gonna be a top tier uniform matchup. Both Seattle and San Francisco are wearing throwbacks for October 10th game. Oh yeah. All right, again, kickoff was like we're at commercial. Kickoff should be right after this commercial break, I would assume. As we await kickoff in this one. Giants became the first team in NFL history to score 3+ touchdowns, allow no touchdowns, and still lose in regulation. Damn, New York. I mean, we had a team win in week 1 with 6 field goals. The Commanders won today with 7 field goals. Can we get a team to win with 8 field goals next week? All right. Kickoff should be coming up momentarily. And look, real quick, the Steelers. I mean, if they're riding with Fields again next week, I mean, I get it because the 2-0 and all that, but who do they play next week? The Chargers? Ooh, that's going to be a good game. Yeah, that Chargers Steelers, two run heavy defensive kind of defensive minded esque teams going at it. That's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be not gonna be a good game. Like it's not gonna be high scoring. Probably gonna end like 13-10, but it's going to be competitive. All right. So last week, the Chicago Bears had under 100 yards passing and still pulled out the win. Meanwhile, the Texans had 160 yards rushing from Joe Mixon alone and pulled out a win. This week, I mean, if the Texans can keep up that style, they're going to be in good shape. At the same time, we'll see. Because Chicago's defense isn't terrible. It's not great by any means, but there's obviously worse out there. Kickoff should be happening momentarily. We'll see who gets ball first. I imagine Chicago would want it and try to get Caleb Williams out to a good rhythm. D'Amico Ryans looking to lead the Texans to back-to-back AFC South titles. And Matt Eberflus trying to get, again, kind of not coaching for his job this season. And the stadium roof is open in Houston. It's showing JJ Watt highlights on the Jumbotron. It seemed like the Texans will be getting ball first, I believe. Yes. All right, so we're going to be seeing Chicago's defense going against CJ Stroud to begin things. Yeah, I mean, that was a great game. That was a good game for Cincy to have. Kickoff is underway in this one. It's going to be returned from about the goal line. And Houston, trying to find a lane, would have had a big return, but gets stripped up at about the 30. And CJ Stroud takes the field. No, but yeah. Cincy, I mean, it was a hell of a game from Cincy. And I know some people are complaining about the call and the DPI at the end there, but it was a very subjective penalty. I get why they threw it. The defender did come in early, but he was also going for the ball, so it was kind of a give or take situation. Anyway, Stroud under center, Mixon in the backfield, ball in the 29, going to play action, looking to throw. Has so much time, throwing tipped and incomplete. Had a receiver breaking over the middle, but couldn't get enough under it to get over the linebackers. Yeah, again, it was clear in the sense that, the defender came early and hit early, but at the same time, he was also going for the ball. So it's kind of he was jumping up, going for the ball. The receiver was jumping up and backwards. So it's I get why they called it. Stroud looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Quick pass left side going to be caught. And a gain of about 4 on the play. That was caught by Brevin Jordan, the tight end, makes the reception there. Second down. Didn't y'all miss an extra point as well in that game? So minor mistakes. 3rd and 6, Stroud and shotgun, back to his left, Mixon motion out to the right. Going to look to throw. Pump faking over the middle, pass is going to be caught to about the 41-42. That is Joe Mixon on the reception. First down, Houston. They motion Diggs to Stroud's left and then Mixon out wide to the right. Yeah, but again, if you hit that extra point, game goes to overtime. Who knows what the outcome is there? Again, that's what happens when you play the Chiefs. You need to play a near perfect game. Stroud under center, going to do an end around to Joe Mixon, who's trying to find room on that left side. Eventually does. Gonna get the first down and more down past midfield to I believe about the 48-yard line. Yeah, again, McPherson is a really reliable kicker, but I mean, the extra point, man, that's one. Like when you lose by a point, like it's just rough. You gotta find any like minor thing that might, any minor thing that's like we just didn't do that well enough, and the extra point. Stroud under center, tight end, and Mixon behind him. Going to hand this off to the right side. It wasn't Mixon on the carry this time. It was Cam Akers. Gets no gain on it, but still ball on the 43-ish. As they introduce in the Chicago defense. So when I was like selecting the logos for the NFL and everything this offseason for these streams, I just grabbed this Bearhead logo because I like it better than the C. Turns out that's what Chicago uses primarily on like the graphic packages for the stations. So hey, I'll take it. Stroud under center. 2nd and 10, ball on the plus 43, and there's going to be flags pre-snap. People moved at the line. False start, Houston moves them back 5 yards. Oh yeah, I mean, the North is a really weird division this year already. I mean, both Cincy and Baltimore 0-2. Cleveland had back-to-back really tough games, really weird games. And then again, the Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers drew good cards early in the season with their matchups. And like next week's gonna be a tough one for them. 2nd and 15, Stroud in shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw. Pressure comes in quick, pass over the middle is caught to Cam Akers for a gain of 2, maybe 3, sets up a 3rd and long. And be like, the Steelers got lucky with their matchups. I mean, a Falcons team who doesn't fully know what their identity yet, and then Bo Nix. We'll see how they handle Herbert and the Chargers next week. Well, yeah, I mean I've had faith in the Steelers. I had them win in the first 2 weeks. They won in the first 2 weeks. Their defense has been playing well. All right, 3rd and 12. Stroud shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers left, looking to throw. Going out to his right, throw over the middle is caught and going to be brought down at about the 38, maybe 39. So it'll be 4th down for Houston. Oh yeah, definitely. The 0-2 start for Baltimore is worrying. But at the same time, really the expectation that a lot of people have, like myself, was them to just go 1-1 to begin the season. So it's not the worst. I mean, like both like look at today, like they lost because the main thing I'm worried about with Baltimore is Justin Tucker. As Fairburn is on for this 56-yard try to give Houston the early lead. Kick is up. Has the accuracy, is right down the middle. Absolutely drilled it. So Houston scores first to go up 3-0. Like the main thing I'm worried about for Baltimore is Justin Tucker. I mean, he has missed him actually having missed this season already. It's rough because like his miss today failed them from getting the game to overtime because they lost by 3. And then his miss against KC right before the half kind of, I mean, they still needed a touchdown, but it seemed like Baltimore was going to be going for 2 at the end of that game anyway, so it made it so they kind of needed that for the win. So like Justin Tucker is normally extremely reliable, and him having missed twice already this year, definitely something to keep an eye on. But at the same time, I have faith in Tucker to get back to like Mr. Reliable for him. Baltimore plays Dallas next week. Jeez, that's gonna be a hell of a game. So I'm trying to find what game. If I'm trying to think if I'm gonna call a 1 o'clock game next week. Miami plays at 4:05. So that's why I'm like not 100% sure if I'm going to or not. I'll definitely know by Thursday night if I'm going to, but I'm trying to look ahead for the 1 o'clock slate for next week. And I mean, there's some good games. Eagles Saints should be a good game next week. Chargers Steelers should be a good game. Like that 4 o'clock slate next week has a lot of good ones. Yeah, sure. At commercial break after the Texans field goal to take the early lead. And use this time to quickly say subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated, and leave a like while you're at it. Trying to get to 300 subscribers now. We are, 35 away? So yeah, subscribe, join. It would be greatly appreciated. These play-by-plays all season long, as well as even going into the off-season. We'll be doing UFL stuff and a little bit of NBA content as well when that season rolls around. It'll be grouped in on the Wednesday live streams. And it's just coming out of commercial break now. As Houston's about to send this one away. Yeah, then this should be with how much chaos has already happened this season. Like this should be a good season. Like Aiden Hutchinson having 5 sacks today is crazy. And then Trey Hendrickson had himself a pretty good day as well. TJ Watt had himself another solid game against Bo Nix. Like I'm really interested to see how some of these lines open up on Tuesday. All right, Houston going to send this one away. It's going to be returned from the goal line. And Chicago's going to begin with ball on about the 23-yard line. Solid return there, but even better kick coverage. As here comes Caleb Williams, first overall pick in this last year's draft out of USC. Had a rough week 1, but managed to come away with a win nonetheless. Now he's going against arguably an even better defense than the Titans. Well, I'll answer that in a second, Bob Flash. Williams, shotgun. Players all surrounding him, looking to throw in this one. Pass left side, caught in the flat for a gain of about 2. I expect Tua to be out for the Seattle game at the very, very least. I would not be surprised if we don't see him until after the bye week. That's kind of my expectation date, is he'll be back week 7. So miss 3 weeks basically. Williams, handoff. We're trying to get that left side with DeAndre Swift. He's going to lose about 5 on the play. I mean, is it bad to root for Caleb Williams' downfall? I mean, nah. Yes and no. It depends for what reason you want to root for his downfall. How about Danielle Hunter makes a play, or helps makes a play on this one. 3rd and 12 now for Chicago. Williams in shotgun, back to each side of him, looking for the 33-yard line. Dropping back to pass, Williams to throw right side, going to be caught at the 35. That was... Yeah, I do not know Chicago receivers, huh? Got by number 11. Let me pull up the roster. Who was that? DeAndre Carter with the reception. Attitude? Williams looking to throw on 1st and 10. Quick pass left side to DeAndre Carter. Makes one Texan miss. Gonna get the first down and more. Gain of 12-13. I mean, yeah, Williams has his moments of having like a stuck-up attitude, but at least he's not Shedeur bad. Like Shedeur, so Brett Coleman tweeted this out either earlier today or late yesterday. And I fully agree with it. And that's simply Shedeur not going first round because of his attitude. And I'm like, yeah, no. Williams under center. Going to hand this one off up the middle, and it's going to lose about a yard on the play for DeAndre Swift. So our matchups right before, leading up to the bye week, they're not too difficult. I mean, Seattle can be tough, although they've looked kind of weird this season. We have New England, who, again, has looked weird this season, but can be a tough matchup. And then I forget who we play right before the bye week. I forget the third one. I want to say it's we play Tennessee. We play Seattle, Tennessee, New England. Those are manageable games for Skylar Thompson. Williams looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Pass right side, going to be caught by DeAndre Swift and gain about 8 on the play. So again, look, Shedeur has the talent to be a day one guy. And if he's drafted late day one, I would not put it. I totally understand that. And I feel like it could easily be a steal of the draft, him going late day one. But NFL teams value attitude and a personality so much that I would not be surprised if he falls and does not go top 10. 3rd and 2, Williams shotgun back to his right, needing the 43-ish. Throwing over the middle, caught wide open, going to be brought down inside the 30 to about the plus 26. That is DJ Moore. Yeah, so again, we play Seattle next week, which could be a tough game. But I feel like, again, Seattle has been playing weird to begin this season. Then we play Tennessee on Monday Night Football. That one, we could put me behind center, and I like our chances. And then we play New England week 5. I believe that one's in New England. So that should be a weird one as well. Williams under center. Then a man in motion, going to hand this off left side with DeAndre Swift, going to gain about 2 yards on the play. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first. 5:53, 5:52. Clock ticking. Yeah. Miami's schedule is favorable the next few weeks, so that's why I'm like, just give him till the bye week for Tua and see how it is. I feel good in our talent we have, even with Thompson at quarterback, because again he's played well for us in the past. Like he's played decent enough. Williams shotgun back to his right, going to hand this off up the middle. DeAndre Swift, who stumbles upon gaining the handoff, going to go nowhere. 3rd down coming up. Oh yeah, New England's definitely slept on, but again, it's not their offense that is why they're slept on. Their defense is still a really good defensive unit. And then their offense does enough with what their defense gives them. The good news is the Patriots lost. And then, of course, the Jets win. But good news is the Patriots lost. So we're still technically second in the division. Williams, shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw in 3rd and 9. Going to be sacked back near the 35. He gets absolutely sandwiched. Oh, that's a rough sack to take. Not because of backing him up, but just because he goes down awkwardly. He was zoned into that left side. He missed the end. He was so zoned in on the routes to the left side, he missed the backside in. All right, Caro Santos on to tie this game at 3. This one is centered really well. Going to be from 53 yards out. Snap good, hold good, kick up, has the accuracy, and doinked off the crossbar and in. Wow. It was a 3-3 game in Houston after the first 2 offensive drives. Grab this. It hit off the crossbar and went in. we'll see. Like the reports from earlier today is that he has no plans on retiring. Which, hey, if that's his decision, I'm gonna root for him. But yeah, like so, ideally, like obviously, ideally, he's back after Seattle. But I would not be surprised if they hold him a little longer, just because, again, the next 3 matches aren't necessarily the toughest with the talent we have. The main thing is because Skylar Thompson has shown talent in the past. The main thing is his rookie season against Minnesota. He played well in that game, but kind of got screwed over due to penalties, and we just weren't playing discipline that day. But he himself played really well, found the receivers well, and made the right decisions. All Thompson's going to need to do, and all we should ask of him to do, is give the ball to Mostert, Achane, Hill, and Waddle. No one else should even sniff the ball against Seattle. Yeah, that is true. There's been a lot of doinkins. But hey, it don't matter how it goes in, as long as it goes in. You begin like Achane should have no less than 30 touches on next Sunday. That includes like 10 receptions and 20 carries, no less. Like he should be touching the ball. He is that elusive. Hill should have no less than 10 receptions. Waddle should have no less than 10 receptions. Yeah, Craycraft's a decent option. The issue is he got injured against Washington and has not been back since. Malik Washington is a good solid receiver 3. The issue is he got injured against Tampa. And then Odell Beckham is not going to be back until at least week 5. So those are our 3 primary receiver 3 options. And obviously there's Braxton Berrios, but those are 3 primary receiver 3 options, basically. All of them injured. And again, there's Berrios. Oh, that hit the camera. Not necessarily a doinkin then, but it hit the camera. And again, there's Berrios who's he's solid enough to be like decent, but he's a return man. He's not necessarily a receiver. Yes, I saw it. The field goal hit the camera. Kickoff is underway, going to be returned from about the 2, and has spaced up the middle past the 30 to about the 33. There is a flag on the play. Are you okay? There is a report now that CJ Beathard is a name for the Dolphins QB targets. I don't know how to feel about that. All right, what's the flag? Holding on Houston, gonna move them back a bit. Yeah, I don't know what our options really are so far. I know again, Thompson is currently the main receiver, quarterback 2. We have Tim Boyle on the practice squad, which please no. CJ Beathard apparently is on that list. I doubt Tannehill is on that list, but he might be. I don't want him necessarily. Stroud shotgun back to his right. We're going to look to throw a ball from the 23. Pass over the middle is going to be caught and brought down near the 41 is Nico Collins. That is a Houston Texans first down. Nico Collins making some plays. Little behind him on that pass, but hey, he still hangs on to it. Stroud under center, tight end and back lined up behind him. Going to toss this right side with Joe Mixon, who's going to cut it up, gain about 3, maybe 4 on the play. We have CJ Stroud. Led NFL in passing yards per game, first time from a rookie in a while. And then consecutive passes without an interception. Also highlighting his streak from last year on that. I doubt Kaepernick is on anyone's list right at the moment. Stroud looking to throw, going to try a screenplay to the right side, but is tipped at the line, incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. Like, if Kaepernick really wants to prove himself to get back into the NFL, just go to the UFL, man. Like, it's there. It's an option now. But like, he's so far removed from having played an NFL down, it's not gonna happen. Like, look at Deshaun Watson, who missed a year of time, and how much he has struggled since coming back. Stroud, shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers each side, 3rd and 7, looking to throw. Pass going to be caught, and Nico Collins catches it, but gains 6.5. If he would have caught it and instantly cut up, he would have had it, but he danced a bit trying to find room to run. And yeah, ball spotted at midfield, needed about the 49.5. Just shy. Get Brady to unretire? I made that joke Thursday night after I ended the stream. All right, Houston gonna go for it on 4th and 1. Stroud under center. Play action, looking to throw. Has a man wide open in the flats. The tight end has the 40. Push out of bounds at around the 30. Those Dalton Schultz on the reception. 20-yard gain on 4th and 1. Big time for Houston. Oh no, that was Stoner. Was that Cade Stoner, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, Cade Stover on the reception there. Now ball from the 32. Stroud under center, back behind him. Going to do an end around to the right side with Tank Dell. Has some blockers, past the 20. Still going inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. Tank Dell with a big time play. But it's like, see, I'm seeing all these teams run read options, jet sweeps, jet touchpad, not read options, but end arounds and all that. I'm just like, why has Miami not done that? Stroud under center, ball on the 14. Going to hand this off right side and going to gain about 2 on the play with Joe Mixon. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Tie game at... Oh, there's a flag. Either way, it should be done in the first quarter. There is a flag. All right, we shall see. After the play, sportsmanlike conduct on Nico Collins, it seems. Calling it on Houston. Oh. I mean, that should have gone both ways. He got poked in the... After the play, the Bears defender went up to him and just poked him straight through the face mask. And then he's going to respond after that. I mean, I don't blame Nico there. But yeah, that's the end of the first quarter. Tie game at 3 with Houston driving. Oh yeah, so Captain Insano shows no more. Yep, that's true. That is true. Zip, we're at commercial break and quickly use this time to say to subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated if you are new. Leave a like while you're at it as well. And a bunch more play-by-plays all season long, as well as UFL play-by-plays when that rolls around in the spring, NBA content as well. We might do some live reactions for the NBA this season, though we have to figure out scheduling for that because, yeah, when the NFL is going on, that's the main focus. But we talk NBA on Wednesdays. We do Wednesday night streams every Wednesday basically. So again, stick around. We greatly appreciate it. Trying to get to 300. As we're just coming out of the commercial break here in Houston, the start of the second quarter will be underway. All right, we're getting a Best Buy ad while we're getting looks at the sidelines. You're really showing off an aquarium in Houston. I want to make my way down to Houston at some point. Okay, second quarter underway. Second and 24 for Houston after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Nico Collins. Stroud in a shotgun, back to his right. Going to look to throw. Pass over the middle, caught by Nico Collins. 5. Touchdown, Houston. There is a flag. But Nico Collins is going to get right back after the unsportsmanlike conduct. What is the penalty, however? Currently, it would be a 29-ish yard touchdown for Nico Collins. It's hands to the face on Chicago, going to be declined, and Houston takes the lead. What an absolute strike from CJ Stroud. They called it on 29 for Chicago. The same guy who Collins slapped for young unsportsmanlike conduct. He instantly gets his get back on him. A great pass, and Collins does the rest. All right, now the extra point try. 33 yards out, left hash. Snap good, hold good, kick is good. And Houston takes the 7-point lead early in the second. This game might get a little feisty. We have, I believe that's Tyrone Stevenson, the Bears player who Nico Collins is definitely not a fan of at this point. Tyreek Stevenson, that's who it is. Yeah, I mean, again, Houston's a tough team to rattle that easily. It also helps that Chicago was in zone coverage there, and you can't really run zone against a team like Houston, who's going to pick it apart because they have all the time to throw. All right. Houston is about to kick this one away. And we'll see how Chicago can respond. Yeah, maybe. 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 Because, yeah, I didn't fully see what happened with his unsportsmanlike conduct, but I just know that, yeah, he was not happy after a play earlier today. Here is the kickoff. It's going to be caught kind of deep into the end zone, and they're just going to down it for a touchback. He'll begin from the 30. And out comes Caleb Williams. His second drive of the day. And we will see. We'll see what he can do. He has already looked calmer in the pocket than he did last week. Hip drop by Karlaftis. Okay. Yeah, they have not called a single hip drop tackle. Jet touch pass right side for DJ Moore, going to be a no gain. No gain on the play. So 2nd and 10 coming up. The NFL did a whole point of emphasis thing in the offseason on the hip drop tackle. They have not called a single one, it seems, this season so far. And I already know they're going to wait for it to be in a big time game and it'd be completely ticky-tacky. Williams looking to throw 2nd and 10, caught right side. Going to be a pickup of about 7, maybe 6. By Rome Odunze. And 3rd and short coming up. I like Rome Odunze getting some action early. I don't like how he's wearing 15. But 3rd and 4. What is Chicago gonna dial up here? Stroud going to play action, looking to throw. Completely surrounded in the pocket and just throws it away to basically no one on that side of the field. Refs are going to discuss this probably. Either way, it's a 3 and out for Chicago. It seemed like D'Amico Ryans might have won an intentional grounding. But yeah, Chicago tried like a play action throwback screen, just did not work at all. And out comes Troy Taylor, the rookie punter out of Iowa, to punt this one away and try to flip the field. Punt comes off clean. It's a high one, going to be fair caught at about the 23. And I feel like that they haven't called one yet because no one knows what a hip drop tackle is. There's been a few this season already that I'm like, I feel like that should have been called and it wasn't. So I'm like, well then what exactly are they looking for? It's such a relatively vague thing. But again, who knows? As we're at commercial break, as Houston's going to be looking to extend their lead. But I'm constantly seeing the Will Levis clip. And again, it's such a mind-boggling thing. Okay, so we did have a post-game report from the head referee, it seems, on Jamar Chase's unsportsmanlike conduct. And basically, it was just inappropriate language, abusive language. Okay. And yeah, back with the hip job. Yeah, it's just they must be looking for something really, really specific that just has not been shown yet. But yeah, I mean, it could just be like the specific swivel motion they need, or there's something. But like, St. Brown today, that wasn't hip drop tackle though. He just got banded on his legs. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's definitely something really specific that is probably never going to actually be called. And they just like passed it as a rule to make people happy. All right, coming back from commercial break, we will see what Houston can dial up on this drive to extend their lead. First and 10. Stroud under center, back behind him. Now motioning a tight end to act as a fullback in the backfield. Going to hand this one off up the middle and going to be a no gain on the play for Joe Mixon. Second down coming up. Chicago is doing a great job handling the ground today. Empty, that's great. All right, 13 minutes to go in this first half. Stroud in shotgun, motioning the back out wide to the right to make it trips right, and two receivers to the left looking to throw. Gonna throw it over the middle and incomplete. Just blanketed coverage everywhere from Chicago. 3rd and 10 coming up now. All right, 3rd and 10. Stroud shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, looking for the 33-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw. Has time. Throwing left side. Has a man. Stephon Diggs caught, first down. Massive pickup there, up to, I believe, close to the 40. And there is going to be a stoppage immediately as Houston was trying to hurry it up. 12 and a half to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. And they might be sending this to review. Let's see. Stephon Diggs definitely gets one and definitely drags that toe. Yeah, that's a catch all the way. And Chicago is challenging that? Okay, then. That's not a good challenge. Yeah, that brings us to a commercial. That's a bad challenge from Chicago. That is a bad challenge. He clearly gets 2 feet in. Yeah, that's a terrible challenge. But hey, Matty Eberflus, I mean, yeah, it's a bad challenge, but Matty Eberflus is trying to find anything to have good success this season. And like consistent success. But yeah, commercial break now as they're, again, this is challenged by Chicago. Not a good challenge. I mean, I don't get it. But again, use this time to quickly say to subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Bunch of play-by-plays all season long and beyond. UFL season back up in the spring, we'll be doing play-by-plays for, as well as some NBA live watch-alongs, just because it's also kind of an NBA channel. When that season rolls around, we'll be talking about it more. Chicago is in denial about a lot of things. One of them being Matt Eberflus being a solid head coach. Like, that is a panic challenge you do when you're down late in a game. Now, when you do this early, like, that's, yeah, call stands. That's a terrible challenge. So Chicago also loses their first timeout. Yeah, I don't get what he was challenging there. What's even weirder is Eberflus is looking directly at it. Like he's there on that same yardage. Same yard line. Stroud looking to throw in 1st and 10, escaping instant pressure to the right. Finally gets rid of it. Down the field, caught 1st down. Nico Collins, gain of about 15. Stroud play action, instant pressure from both sides of the line. Does a good job escaping it and delivering a strike down the field. Chicago tried that opposite hand drop back that Miami uses quite a bit to kind of like change the drop back lanes for throws. Didn't work there. It nearly was a disaster. Stroud under center, gonna hand this one off right side with Joe Mixon, who gains a yard. But yeah, he's talking to his lineman who leveled him on that play. Second and 9 coming up for Houston. Yeah, wild play. Like Stroud, man, like him. Real quick, this play real quick. Stroud shotgun back to each side of him, going to hand this off right side. Cutting upfield is Tank Dell, gonna get to about the 35, maybe 34. 3rd down coming up. Back-to-back drafts, I believe, 22 and 23 draft. We had fundamental fumbles at the 1st overall pick. Jacksonville passing up on Aiden Hutchinson, and then the Panthers passing up on CJ Stroud. Back-to-back drafts, back-to-back fumbles of 1st overall picks from the Jaguars and the Panthers. Stroud, shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, looking for the plus 28-yard line. Looking to throw. Gonna throw it right side, caught, and diving forward, Stephon Diggs. Did he get it? They're marking him short, marking him at the 30. I don't know. He dived for that and definitely through the dive, got it. But did he dive out of bounds? He must have stepped out there. I don't know. How is that short? When did the ball cross out of... I don't see how that's short. The question is, when did the ball cross the out of bounds plane? And yeah, now Houston is going to challenge it. And that's a reasonable challenge. That looks like he got it. That's the wrong challenge. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that looks like he challenged. That looks like he got it on that dive. I don't know what the ref was seeing there. Okay, his foot, he stays in bounds. He stretches the ball before getting pushed out of bounds. Like, how was that ruled short? No, he stretched and then got pushed out of bounds. Like that feels like a first down. It feels like he at least stretched like his arms halfway before being pushed out of bounds. Like it definitely feels like he stretched before being like ruled out or anything. We'll see. Commercial break for the Houston challenge. So we'll see. To me, it seems like that's a first down. I don't know how the chip in the ball would be ruled there. Plus, I don't think they're using that technology in the regular season. Again, we'll see. Till that commercial break. All right, let's see. Paul stands. Wow. So when are they saying he gets pushed out of bounds? He definitely doesn't step out. I still don't agree with that even after. How is that? How is that not a first? All right, well, Fairburn are Fairburn Fairburn on for the field goal try to make this a 10-point game from 47 yards out. And the left hash kick is up and it is good. So 10-point game for Houston. I do not understand the stretch rules, it seems. Because it definitely felt like that ball crossed the first down marker and then he got pushed out of bounds. Yeah, he definitely gets pushed out. Like he definitely gets pushed out short. But again, I feel like that ball stays in the field of play, passes the at least gets to the yardage marker and then out of bounds. The Browns have had 15 different starting quarterbacks since 2016. That franchise, man. All right, well, not field goal, the kickoff is soon to be underway. Just under 10 minutes to play in this half. For who? Stephon Diggs? I'm not fully sure. All right. Kickoff underway. Going to be caught in the end zone and down for a touchback. Yeah, I know the Browns have sucked for 2 decades, like for multiple decades at this point. But I can check Stephon Diggs's stats. I don't think he has too many just yet. Diggs is at 26 yards, no touchdowns. Oh, Williams, 61 yards, no touchdowns, but he's only had one incompletion, which is solid. Williams under center, back behind him, ball at the 30. Going to hand this one off up the middle for DeAndre Swift and get about 8 on the play down to the 38-yard line. Like Williams has played solid today so far. He's nothing that's like no like dumb mistakes basically. Second and 3, Williams shotgun back to his right, going to hand this off up the middle for DeAndre Swift, who's going to gain about 2 on the play and be just shy of the first. 3rd and inches coming up. Third and inches, Williams under center. Going to QB sneak this and lose a yard, if anything, on that play. Just goes absolutely nowhere. Yeah, I'm interested in that as well, to see if Williams can do it. We'll see. I mean, his week 1 performance definitely does not make it easy for him to do it, but we'll see. It does feel like if he can pass 4K and 30, that is a great season for him. But at the same time, I mean, he doesn't need to do a lot this season for it to be a good season. Shotgun back to his right, handoff up the middle, DeAndre Swift. I don't think he got it. And it was Khalil Herbert on the handoff. I don't think he got that. From where he ended up, he was about a yard short. It depends on the initial effort. Let's see. Handoff Khalil Herbert. No. I don't think he got it. They're saying he did. Ball on the 40. Williams making adjustments now. They're saying he got it. I don't know if he did. It depends on where the ball is, like on his stomach wise. Williams shotgun back to his left. Looking to throw, pass right side, caught. And that's going to be DeAndre Carter for about 5. That wasn't even a Philly style QB sneak. All right, 2nd down coming up. Williams under center, 2nd and 4. Man sent in motion, going to play action, looking to throw. Trying to screen play to DeAndre Swift, that's incomplete. Gets blown up pretty well, 3rd and 4 coming up. All right, 3rd and 4. Williams in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers left. Motioning 1 to the right side. Now 2 receivers each side, looking for midfield. And they don't get the snap off in time. Did they even call a timeout in time? I don't think they did. I believe it would be delay of game on Chicago. And now they're giving them the timeout. All right, so 3rd and 4 coming up. Chicago down to 1 timeout with 7 minutes to play. And yet Eberflus is not happy on the sideline. All right. What can it dial up on 3rd and 4? Williams, shotgun, back to his right, trips to the left. Need midfield for the first. Houston, play in press coverage here. Looking like cover 0. And there's a flag pre-snap. Is this a delay of game? No, one line judge is saying false start. Either way, I think it's on Chicago. Yep, false start. Damn, back to back for Chicago. They're not getting these snaps off. All right, 3rd and 9 coming up now for Chicago. So 3rd and 9, 6:58 to go in the half. Williams and shotgun, a back to each side of him. We got ball on the 41, looking for midfield. This play clock is running down. 3 seconds left on it. Get the snap off in time. Looking to throw. Houston sends pressure. Rolling out to his right. Still trying to find someone to pass to. And is trying to escape pressure, but sacked back to the 35, maybe? Big time sack there on 3rd down. And Houston forces the punting unit onto the field. Yeah, Houston sent some pressure alongside pass stunts. And yeah, it's just nothing going for Chicago there. Williams did his best to escape pressure, but he only could for so long before eventually being tripped up. And out comes the punting unit. Punting it from the 33-yard line. 4th and 17. Punt comes off clean. Going to be caught and forced out of bounds near the 13. What a punt, man. That's an excellent punt there for Chicago. And Houston's going to have a long ways to travel. I mean, all that running around nearly worked there. Like, hey. It nearly worked. I mean, not necessarily got to throw it away because it's 4th. It would have been 4th and 9. I think they punted anyway. So at least he didn't do what Will Levis does. Like, that's the big thing. At least they didn't pull a Levis. Like, at least he just took the sack. But again, like, it doesn't matter much. It would have punted it anyway. As we're at commercial break, waiting for Houston to begin their next drive. I feel like with Levis is he makes some of these same kind of boneheaded like scrambles for nothing, but he puts the ball in harm's way by trying to make a big play. Like Belichick talked about this last week. It was brought up again today. Like the whole idea of being a game manager isn't a negative thing. Sometimes it is just best to not force the ball into terrible situations, take the sack, and let the game continue developing from there, and then make a big play when you need to. But like when you can't make a big play and you're not in the situation where you absolutely have to have a big play, don't try to force a big play. As we're at commercial break in this one, just coming out of commercial break now. Is that a lazy river in the shape of Texas? Why am I not surprised? That's a lazy river in the shape of Texas. Okay. Six minutes left in the half. Ball on the 13-yard line. Stroud under center. A back and a fullback behind him. 6 seconds on the play clock. Get the snap off in time. Handoff left side for Joe Mixon. Trying to do a patient running style back there, but is going to lose 2 on the play. Just a run lane did not open up. 2nd and 12 coming up. Hey, what's it saying for Texas? It just means more? Or no, that's the SEC. Yeah, fuck it. Texas in the SEC. Now it's theirs. All right, 2nd and 12. Stroud and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers each side, sending one in motion, looking to throw. Screen play left side, going to be caught by Mixon, and going to get up to about the 18.5, 19-yard line. Sets up a 3rd and short. Five minutes to go in the half. Third and 4. Stroud in shotgun. Back to his left, trips to the right. Diggs sent in motion. Stroud looking to throw. Stepping up and sacked back near the 12. Chicago forcing a 3 and out. I believe that's Tremaine Edmonds getting the sack. It's one of the Edmonds. Good defensive stand there. And Chicago's going to have another drive in this half. Yeah, I know. That phrase for the SEC is so dumb. Just means more. Yeah. It just means more. That's why you have Georgia players doing dumb shit every week. Punt comes off clean from Tommy Townsend. It's going to bounce at about the 49 and out of bounds on which might be the plus side of the field. Yeah, plus 49-yard lines where Chicago will start things off. And now they're highlighting the domino effect from 2 years ago, with Houston winning the game against the Colts to end the year, and Chicago with the first overall pick getting a massive haul for trades. Meanwhile, Houston gets the Stroud at number 2 and Will Anderson at number 3. 1st and 10 for Chicago now. 1st and 10 from the plus 49. Will Williams under center. Back behind him, play action, looking to throw. Just gonna dump it off, check down right side, gain of about 7 for DeAndre Swift. And that's how the drive begins. And to be like, again, I will admit, the SEC does have the majority of the good games for college football, but just means more. Really? Williams shotgun back to his left. Handoff up the middle for DeAndre Swift. Gonna go nowhere. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up. 3 minutes to play in the half. Yeah, I don't know what the ACC's slogan is. I'm not saying that their slogan, if they have one, isn't lame. I think having slogan for conferences is kind of lame. Especially because it seems like more and more nowadays conferences don't mean shit. All right, 3rd and 3. Williams, shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. DJ Moore, past the 30 and out of bounds near the 26-yard line. But I also don't care about the ACC, so a nice lasso route. It's like lasso, zig, zag, a bunch of other names for it. Means more than athletics. Yeah. 2-minute warning here in Houston. Chicago going to have ball from the 27 when we get back from this commercial break. Maybe again, like the way that college football conferences are nowadays is so weird and kind of like, what's the point of them? Besides the fact that it's just like for media deals and like somewhat quality games. But at the same time, like I don't know, I just wish that that's just because it was the point in time where conferences was all about locations and like having like being a true like celebration of the region the teams within the conference are from. Like that was like nice. And the Pac-12 is still like keeping that feel with the teams they added. But like the SEC having West Coast teams, the Big Ten having West Coast teams, the ACC. I mean, the ACC is now basically called the All Coast Conference. So yeah, and most people are SEC heads. Who does LSU play next week? I know game day is going to Tennessee, Oklahoma, which that should be a good game. And the UCF is at a bye this week, so I don't really care. Of course, the week I'm like most free when it comes to like not having any like extra work to do, any of that. I don't have any like game to really look forward to when it comes to college. Oh yeah, like the amount of like what was it? LSU like what was the stat like 50 something of players from the 2019 LSU team was drafted into the NFL. Crazy. All right, what are some of the college games this week? Who does FSU play? That's the better question. Who should I root for this week in that aspect? They play Cal. Hell yes, go Cal. All right, just coming out of the 2-minute warning. Chicago ball in field goal range. Looking to obviously cut into this lead. A touchdown would be preferred. Good. 1st and 10, ball on about the 27. Williams alone in shotgun. 4 receivers to the left. Now sending DeAndre Swift in motion from left to the right. Quick pass left side screenplay. And that's going to be blown up for no gain. And the clock begins to tick. That was caught by number 14. That's Gerald. That's Gerald Eifert? No. Really? Yeah, Gerald Eifert with the reception there. A tight end screen and out of that formation. Okay. 2nd and 11. A minute 15 to go in the half. Williams looking to throw out a shotgun. Pass over the middle is caught to the 25-yard line. Gain of 2. Khalil Herbert on the reception. And with a minute 10 to play in this half, Houston has called their second timeout. I mean, yeah, there was nowhere really else to go with that ball. All right, 3rd and 9 coming up. 1:11 to go in the half. And we shall see what Chicago has dialed up here. Needing a 17-yard line. Williams, shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers left, making adjustments at the line. 7 seconds on the play clock. And looking for the 17, roughly. And that's false start. Both tackles. Yeah, false start. You play UCLA? That's not that bad of an opponent. Is it? I assume it's at Death Valley, right? If I remember correctly, I believe it is. And then Texas. Who does Texas play? No, yeah, they're not wowing me either. Ball on the 30, 3rd and 14. Williams shotgun back to his left, trips to the right, looking to throw. Passing over the middle and incomplete, but there's a flag. 3 flags were thrown there. And yeah, that's going to be DPI on Houston. And Chicago is playing a weird style right now. Is in Death Valley. That's nice. And then, yeah, Texas. They play... Oh, they play ULM. Bruh. Oh, yeah. The defender got there way early on that one. All right, so 1st and goal from about the 3 or 4 yard line. No, calling it at the 6. Williams shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers to the left. Sending a man in motion from right to left. Going to look to throw, handoff up the middle, and there's a flag. False start on Chicago. Right tackle jumped a little bit early. False start on Chicago. All right, 1st and goal from the 11. No, they called it on Mercedes Lewis, the tight end. That old man is still playing. He even looked back after moving. Yeah, Mercedes Lewis was a draft mate of D'Amico Ryans. Williams alone in shotgun, 3 receivers left. Going to do a QB keeper here and going to try to bulldoze the defender. Gets down near the 2. Nice solid piece of running there. But did easy. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean that's good for them considering the fact that they might be sending out Arch quite a lot this season. Due to Ewers getting hurt last week. Williams shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers left. Going to look to throw and incomplete. Attended for Roma Dunze on an RPO slant route. 3rd and goal coming up. The pass was just high. Odunze was looking for a flag, but maybe one could have been called, but that's also just way too high. He gets his hands on it, but that's a tough ask. All right, 3rd and goal. Ball on the 2. Williams shotgun back to his right. Man sent in motion. Going to hand this off left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert makes this a 4-point game with 32 seconds left. I don't know what's up with Chicago's clock management. It's been weird. It's been weird for a few years now. Okay, they get the touchdown there. And now the extra point will make it a 3-point game. I mean, Michael Penix is like 24 as well. So we'll see again. Ewers is going to enter the draft next year. I think it was smart for him to wait a year. Or wait another year. Now, extra point is up and good. 3-point game. Because like if Ewers were to enter the draft last year, he probably either goes late in the first to like a team that's not that great, or no, he goes late in the first to a team like the Raiders who would have traded up for him, or he falls to like the second or third round because of his age. Like I do think it was smart for him to stay an extra year, and because now with him entering next year's draft, he's going to go day one, so he gets some more money that way. Baylor plays Colorado this week. Yeah, that should be a good game. I know Baylor has looked inconsistent as hell this year. They got killed by Utah, and then they killed Air Force. Like I don't know what to think of Baylor this year. As we're at commercial break. If I miss anything, use this time to quickly say to subscribe. Really appreciate it. Trying to push for 300. Leave a like while you're at it as well. Yeah, and yeah, again, same with back. Um, Durr, I think he probably could have entered it last year, but definitely was smart for him to stay an extra year. Now there's all the talk around him. Jackson Dart has a shot. Cam Ward has been playing incredibly well, and he could be a steal of a pick in day two. But at the same time, I don't know exactly what the outlook for the draft is just yet. It is still really early into the season. We are trying to hit 300. As we're at commercial break, showing off a new movie from Kevin Hart. I mean, it looks alright. Or this original series. Either way, it's exclusive to Peacock. Alright, just coming out of commercial break. 32 seconds left in the first half. Yeah, it's a really weird QB class this year with the talent kind of being in a weird spot, but again, we'll see. Because like we've had weird QB classes in the past, weird QB classes in the past that have panned out, and others that haven't. All right, kickoff underway. Houston will have 30 seconds and a timeout with ball on the 30-yard line to try and gain a little extra points here before the half. There is a flag on the play because of course there is. You'd be like, what was illegal formation on Chicago? So what? Houston would begin from the 35 then? Yeah, that's true. It's just Chicago played went early on that. He went way early on that kick. Again, it's weird. This QB class is going to be weird. It all depends on where they go. Stroud alone in shotgun, two receivers each side, the tight end to the right. Looking to throw, has time in the pocket, going to dump it off left side to a wide open back from the backfield, who stays on his feet and tries to get out of bounds. Unable to, the clock continues to roll. Under 20 seconds to play now. And now the clock has stopped with 18 seconds. I believe Houston has called their final timeout. Indeed, they have. You'll be like, because like what the 2015 QB class wasn't the greatest, and the main two from it had solid careers still. I mean, yeah, they're kind of backups now, but again, they're solid. I would not be shocked if it's a lineman heavy draft. I don't want Miami to draft a lineman. I've been wanting them to draft a lineman for years now. Like especially interior O line. Um, like, it all depends on like what teams are spotted where in the draft, what team needs are, and all that. We'll find out more as the season progresses. Stroud looking to throw in 1st and 10, throwing right sideline and incomplete. Attended for Tank Dell, 17 seconds to play in the half. Tannehill is so dumb. He's not willing to sign anywhere where he's not a starter for the rest of the year. Like, but if you missed the entire season, you're not. Chance of you being signed next year, I mean, are a little bit greater, but still. Stroud shotgun back to his right, looking to throw. Roll out to his right, trying to find someone downfield, and it's going to be what a catch from Nico Collins. One-handed along the sideline. Bobbled it a bit, but eventually came down. Wow. One-handed grab. Oh. Did he have full possession with 2 feet down? That's close. It all depends on if they rule that first foot. It all depends if they rule that first foot down with possession. He definitely gets 1. And there's a stock clock stoppage there. This is gonna be reviewed. No, Chicago's calling the final timeout. I mean, exactly. Tannehill's not gonna really start anywhere this year. That is so close. It all depends on, like, do you rule his left foot is down when he gains possession? Because he gains possession and like maybe a millisecond before or after that foot leaves the ground. Like, that is close. It's ruled a catch on the field, which is the good thing for Houston. It's legit just depends on what you if you say that foot's down. That is so close. I Dude, when does he gain possession? His foot's down there. Gains possession, I guess you can say there. If so, yeah, his foot's down. So yeah, I guess yeah. That's close. That's way too close to overturn. I mean, even with that, so call stands after official review. Again, it's just too close. I mean, some people might say it's clear, but it's close. All right, 1st and 10. Ball on the 36. Stroud looking to throw. Gonna throw it right side and out of bounds, incomplete. There is a flag on the play. This would be a long field goal try. The false start on Houston. So an even longer field goal try will be coming up if needed. Calling it on Laramie Tunsil. I mean, yeah, he technically does move early, but it's a case where like it's hard to like, truly doubt. A situation like that is hard to knock a lineman. All right, 1st and 15, 9 seconds. You gotta make a throw towards the sideline or throws towards the end zone. All right, let's see. What can they have dialed up here? As Chicago. Did Chicago just call a timeout with no timeouts remaining? No. Okay. Ball on the 41. Houston in shotgun back to his left. Going to look to throw. Chicago only sending one. And Stroud's going to throw it towards the sideline, incomplete. 6 seconds left. So with 6 seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a long kick for Kaimi Fairbairn. Or Fairbairn? Fairbairn. 59-yard try from the left hash. Snap good, hold good, kick up, has the accuracy, and he drilled it. 59 yards out. Houston takes the 6-point lead going into the half. There's 1 second left in the half, so there will be a kickoff. He absolutely kicked the shit out of that ball. Just barely got it through the left upright. Had plenty of leg. Like that, just based off of like the leg strength of that, that's good from like 62. Like he had plenty of leg on that. That might be good from like 64. The accuracy is the only question, but yeah, he drilled it. Right, he hit the shit out of that ball. All right, again, 1 second left in this half. It will be probably used on the kickoff. As Chicago will be getting ball to begin the second half nonetheless. And the kick is underway. Going to be returned from about 2 yards into the end zone. And going to be brought down about the 24. That brings us to halftime. All right, I'm going to quickly get another drink. I accidentally kicked a wire. There we go. Yeah, I have a bunch of wires situated over here, so I accidentally kicked it. All right. Halftime. Again, Chicago will get ball to begin the second half. As this game is 16-10. And yeah, a wild week from around the NFL. I did not do good in predictions this week. I mean, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 8 wrong this week so far. Yeah, I went 6 for 8 so far this week. Hoping to go 8 for 8 with Houston and Philly winning. Yeah, not the best of week for predictions for me. Because yeah, halftime, commercial break, and quickly use this time to say subscribe. Really appreciate it. Trying to get to 300. Working towards it. I'll be back tomorrow night for Monday Night Football. And there's be live play-by-plays all throughout the year. Yeah, stick around, subscribe, really appreciate it. Leave a like while you're at it as well. Yep, halftime. All right, again, this has been a surprisingly close game so far. We've had bad bets this year. Yeah, again, it's been a weird year all around. I mean, like from from New Orleans looking like really good. I'm gonna have to wait 2 weeks. I mean, yeah, it's been a rough week all around. And like New Orleans is playing out of their mind right now. Dallas not able to perform at home. It seems. The only consistent ones have been the Chiefs and the Chargers. It seems. Yeah, some teams have played way better than projected. Other teams have played way worse than projected. That's the nature of the NFL, though. Any given Sunday, you have to show up and play your best. It's a lot of teams just have not been playing their best. Yeah, it's all about just showing up on Sunday. Because again, like some teams playing way better than expectations. I mean, like the Saints are one of them. The Raiders getting their win today was great for them. New England playing better than expectations. I feel the Chargers. Though to be fair, the Chargers have had a pretty easy stretch. And like again, other teams just starting off the season really slow. But again, like most of them will probably end up bouncing back. But that's why like it's still early in the season, a lot of ways to go. Damn, the Panthers really had Jake Delhomme pounding the drum before today's game. No wonder why they got killed. That's not a shot at Jake Delhomme. It's just he had one good year for Carolina, and besides, and got carried from D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart. I expected the Falcons to not look good to begin this season, so I'm not too surprised about that. Again, we'll see them tomorrow night, see how they play and all that. But I expected that out of them. The 49ers has definitely been a weird start to the year. But when you don't have CMC, it makes sense. Like I fully expected the Falcons just to come out the gate slow. And yeah, I mean they have. We'll see the Falcons tomorrow night. The Eagles is a tough shake for the second game of the season. But again, I feel like as the season progresses, come like week 4, week 5, we will see the Falcons truly click and come together on offense, and thus like we'll see them play up to like the level that we kind of expected from them. Yeah, it's just gonna take a little time. Again, we're at halftime in this one. At commercial break should be the second half kickoff should be moments away. Should be after this commercial break. In the meantime, I'm gonna quickly use this to say to you subscribe, really appreciate it, and leave a like while you're at it. You know the whole YouTube spiel. Yeah, again, we'll see how the season progresses. We might have, we legit might have. We will definitely see. We will definitely see how big of a simulation we have landed ourselves in. It all depends if it all depends about the Chiefs. I have that. So next week, Sunday Night Football, the Chiefs are at the Falcons. That's really Sunday Night Football next week. And I know the Monday night games next week aren't that great either. Speaking of Monday night next week, I'll probably be calling the Commanders and Bengals game because I feel like that will be a better game than whatever the other one was. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. Also, next week we will be doing Sunday Night Football and the Dolphin game, and maybe one other. Because I won't be able to do Thursday Night Football this week. So if anything, there might be a college game thrown in there. Again, we'll see. But again, we will also be live on Wednesday night. Because yeah, I think Washington Cincy is going to be a better game than Jacksonville Buffalo. So I'll be calling that one. Oh yeah, definitely. Cincy definitely needs to win that game. Um, will they? I haven't truly dived into predictions yet. That will be a tomorrow thing. That'll be a Tuesday thing, as tomorrow is Power Rankings day. Got to record that tomorrow. The Power Rankings is going to be really weird now because of all of the weird losses that have happened. So that's going to be fun. We might actually start the process of that tonight. We'll see. I like how everyone is bringing up the trash talk Colorado State did in the offseason to like try to excuse Shedeur being unsportsmanlike after the game on Saturday. But like, yeah, even if they talk trash, still gotta be somewhat sportsmanlike. Instead of going into their face and talking trash back after the game, like you proved it on the field already. Yeah, that would be quite a good game. That will be quite the spectacle next week between Washington and Cincy. Uh, Early, final predictions will become with predictions on Wednesday. Early thoughts is I feel like Cincy's gonna win that one, but I'll need to do like dive in and kind of see how things shape up and how things look. Yeah, Cincy definitely needs to win that one next week though. That feels like a must win for them. Still at halftime, still at commercial break for halftime. And yep, we will see. Yeah. Hey, I mean, Dwayne Wade getting in the statue soon, so no, I mean, with all the talk he did before unveiling his power rankings last week, I was expecting it to be a lot crazier than it was. So it was his honorable mentions that were really like crazy for him last week. We will see how his are this Wednesday. Man, for those who don't know, Toasted is the basketball mind from this channel. So when we talk about NBA, you'll see him. When we do NBA stream specifically, you'll see him, or at least hear him. On Wednesday nights, when we do the Q&As, we also talk about power rankings with each other, as well as that upcoming week slate of games. So, yeah. So, okay. You'll see him Wednesday night, or hear him at the very least. And yeah, like, I pretty much told him that because he doesn't follow the NFL that much, to kind of just like have fun with his power rankings, similar to like for all the people who have stopped by. I think so. Tom Grossi, if you see the GPS on Wednesdays when they do theirs, he's like he handles it similar to Perna, but again, kind of a tamer-ish way. His power rankings weren't that bad last week. All right, second half kickoff underway. This is going to bounce at the back of the end zone for a touchback. Chicago will begin from the 30. All right, 1st and 10. Chicago looking to get off to this. Chicago looking to get this half off to a good start. Williams in shotgun. A tight end to his left and two backs to his right. What is this formation? Williams looking to throw. Has time. Going to check it down to Cole Kmet for a gain of 3. What was that formation? You have 3 guys in the backfield, and every single one of them does a 3-yard curl route in the middle of the field. What is that play call? What is that play design? What? Oh, yeah, same off. I still can't believe that happened. Williams, shotgun. Under center, back behind him. I need a replay of that first down play call. 2nd and 7, going to hand this one off up the middle. DeAndre Swift going to lower the shoulder and gain about 5 on a play. 3rd and 2 coming up. And yeah, how do you have 3 people in the backfield and have each and every one of them do a check down curl route 3 yards down the field, and then the 2 receivers to each of the outside run 10-yard curls? Like, what is that play call? It's a weird bad play call. 3rd and 3. Williams, shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw. Stepping up, gonna throw it left side down the field and incomplete. Off target, intended for DeAndre Carter. And Chicago's going to start this half with a 3 and out. Yeah, it's still like it's the game positive yards on first down play call, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen that formation before. I've never seen a play call like that before with the spacing that had. And Chicago on to punt this one away. Going to be returned from the 10 and brought down at about the 10. weird decision to return that, but at least he didn't muff it or fumble it or all that. But Houston's going to be backed up to begin their next drive, as that brings us to a commercial break. I have this over here to my right for a reason. I'm about to utilize this. Like, I have this here for a reason. Hold on. Yeah. I'm finally gonna utilize this for what I want. When I bought this for. All right. That was the visibility on that. I moved it to the wrong side. I saw the commercial. There we go. That's good enough. So again, really rough, really quick drawing of this play that Chicago ran on first down because I don't get it. Let's just say that's the entire line of scrimmage. You have Williams back here, the two running backs to his right, and then Kmet to his left. And then you have the two receivers to each outside. These two receivers are running 10-yard curls, or like 10-yard comebacks, basically. And then each of these three are doing some kind of chip release curl route over the middle of the field. Like, what is this play design? I don't get it. You have three checkdowns all near each other in the middle of the field. Can you see? Yeah, cool. And then you have the two comebacks or curls routes on the outside. I don't get what the point of this is. Like, yeah, it gained 3 yards, but this is not how you start a drive. It makes no sense. Unless the plan was for Williams to take it himself, which is not. This is not how you draw up a QB keeper. I don't get what this was. I just don't. Like, your first play of the drive should be something that really builds momentum. Whether that is like doing a good job making people miss, or like just something to like gain positive yards to build off of. I don't know how you build off of that play, even if it gains positive yards. Anyway, coming out of commercial break, Houston will begin from the 10-yard line. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's one of the play designs. Again, that's a very rough look at it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Stroud, shotgun, back to his left. Two receivers each side, ball in the 10. Gonna toss it left side with Joe Mixon, who's going to gain about 2. Yeah, again, Eberflus must have thought that he could have that he thought of something. I just don't get that. It's weird. I mean, but that is also like the same time only a play call Chicago can make. The wallflower formation. Like, I don't think any other team would even think about calling a play that looks like that. I was one of the another chain crew member is down. Yeah, someone from the chain crew is down now, being looked at by the medical staff. We had an incident in Baltimore earlier today with a member of the chain gang. We have one tonight. Hopefully all's good. I think he got ran into. Let's see the replay. You're kidding. He just tripped on himself and fell backwards. The play wasn't even. Nope. Now, okay, commercial break. I thought maybe someone ran into him down the field, like you got pushed into him on the block, or like the guy somehow got upended somehow. No, he's just trying to backpedal out of the play and stumbles and falls backwards. Yeah, injuries are not playing around this year, that's for sure. All right, commercial break. As a checkup on the line judge. And yeah, again, this whiteboard was like $20. I bought it in there like specifically for the way of just being able to pull it out and draw up a play that I find interesting. It's also used for other stuff. It's not only used for that. It's also like where I keep like my power rankings on and predictions, or I know like have a reference. But yeah, like $20 for the whiteboard, another like 15 for the stand it's on. I say it's a pretty good purchase. Yeah, it's a Mexican Coke. I got him tonight. Mainly because I don't want to waste any of the other drinks I have. Those are throughout the week. Those are for throughout the week. I don't want to waste those. So yeah, we got the Mexican Cokes out here tonight, and you'll probably see them again tomorrow. Really? Yeah, probably. Yeah, and then Tuesday I'll figure it out. Maybe at commercial, just coming out of commercial break now. They're showing off the space museum there they have in Houston. Second and 9 coming up. And they got out the cart for the line for the chain crew member. Oh yeah, his head hit the turf pretty hard. Okay. Jeez. Man. They got a cart, they got a stretcher, they got a golf cart. And yeah, he's being put on the backboard for the stretcher, it seems. Weird all around, but hope he's okay and all that. Alright, second and 9 coming up. Caleb Williams is trying to stay loose on the sideline. Alright. Still at a stoppage. Alright, clock still there's still a stoppage on the field. As I guess we're waiting for the cart to make its way off the sideline. Alright, second and 9. ball on the 11-yard line. Stroud in shotgun, back to his right. Two receivers and a tight end to the right. One receiver lined up alone to the left side, looking to throw. Quick pass, going to be caught over the middle. Nico Collins for a first down and more, down to about the 27. Little quick hitter glance route there. And it's a big time play for Houston to give them some breathing room. Stroud under center. Two receivers to the left, back behind him, going to fake a play action. We're going to play action, then throw a swing route to the right side to Tank Dell, which loses about 3. Why do I feel like that was supposed to be an end around? But it just wasn't. I showed Andre Johnson highlights of him just running over people. Gee. Man, Andre Johnson was a beast. The first Houston Texan to make the Hall of Fame. Another one's joining him in a few years. Stroud looking to throw in 2nd and 13. Quick pass right side, Joe Mixon. Makes one bare miss and gets down to about the 32. As Joe Mixon is slow to get up. He's hopping off the field. And there is that hip drop tackle once again, and there's no penalty flag. I mean, like, if that, like, again, if we're, come on, what are we doing? You make all this fuss in the offseason about the hip drop tackle and how that's going to be called a penalty and whatnot. And then when it's actually used, there's just no call. Come on. 3rd and 4. Houston, a Stroud shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers left. Looking to throw, stepping up, rolling out to his right, throwing over the middle as a man, and Tank Dell couldn't hang on. He was open, went through his hands. 4th down coming up for Houston. All right, he had him. I mean, yeah, the ball could have been a little more accurate, but if he hits him properly in stride, that's a touchdown for Houston. And now comes the punting unit. Tommy Townsend to send this one away. And it's going to come out clean. And going to be fair caught. No, letting it bounce inside the 20, inside the 10. And finally downed at about the 7. One hell of a punt by Tommy Townsend. I mentioned in the offseason, like, what to expect videos from these teams, like from around the league, that Houston signing Tommy Townsend was a really underrated signing, and it's for moments like that. I mean, yeah, Mixon might have, but at the same time, like the defender did hip drop and land on his ankle. Like that should be called. Like if you try to put so much emphasis on hip drop and then you don't call it even when you said you were going to. Because even if he did just get hit in the nuts, a hip drop was involved there. Williams looking to throw in 1st and 10 from the 7. Gonna throw it right side and incomplete. That's a throw. That's a late flag. That is a bad penalty. Williams, that's a throwaway. That's uncatchable. And they call DPI on Houston. That's a bad penalty. That is a bad call. Like, okay, there's a difference before anyone says anything. There is a difference between DPI and defensive holding. If they call that defensive holding, I'm like, yep, that's fine. I agree with it. But that's not DPI. For DPI, it needs to be a catchable pass, and that was a throwaway. Williams looking to throw. Williams in shotgun back to his right. 1st and 10. 5 seconds on the play clock. Going to hand this one off, trying to work that left side with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be brought down back near the 9. Loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. That is Henry To'o on the tackle for loss. That last name is only T's and O's. There's no other letters. Honestly, that's great. At 2nd and 14, ball in the 9. Williams shotgun back to his left. Going to hand, play action, looking to throw, pressure in his face, throwing right side, and that's a throwaway, incomplete. Roma Dunze in the vicinity. Yeah, Mixon is being taken to the locker room. And yeah, here's a replay of it. That's a hip drop. The defender lands on his right ankle after doing the whole swivel and everything. That should be called, man. I don't get the hip drop rule. Williams making adjustments at the line on 3rd and 14 in shotgun, back to each side. Looking to throw. Houston, quick pressure. Will Anderson. Williams escaping the pressure, rolling out to his left. Going to keep it himself and scramble, and that's a late hit out of bounds. He steps out of bounds and then gets hit, but yes, they're not ruling it a late hit enough. So 4th down for Chicago, 3 and out force from Houston. Will Anderson nearly gets the sack coming off the right edge, or the left edge, depending on which side you look. And then Caleb Williams going to scramble, and yeah, it's not that big of a shove, but he was out of bounds. Yeah, the Samoans, the Hawaiians love the great last names. All right. Punt is underway for Chicago. This is going to be returned from inside the 25. Has space to run down the right side and still going past gets up to the 50. There's a flag on the play. There was a horse collar on that play. That doesn't seem like to be called. That's right. The refs are just having a rough first 2 weeks with some of these penalty calls. I know they missed some in the Tennessee game as well. Holding on Houston is the penalty. So that would be affected, I think, after the return. But I mean, he gets dragged up. I know during the Tennessee Jets game today, the refs missed multiple defensive holdings, which I'm not shocked about, and they also missed a horse collar, apparently. And on that one, they missed a horse collar. The refs are having a weird time this season so far. All right, 1st and 10. Ball back at the 14. Stroud looking to throw. Has some time now, rolling to his right and going to be incomplete. Attended for Dalton Schultz, I believe. Yeah, man, some of these penalties this season so far have been weird. Yeah, intended for Dalton Schultz would have been inbounds if he caught it, but just too low. Now it's Stroud under center for 2nd and 10 from the 14. Going to look to throw. Gonna pass it over the middle and incomplete. Intended for Stephon Diggs. No flag on the play. Diggs was looking for one. 3rd and 10 coming up. Was it on Taj Boyd? I know it was on A. Boyd from Houston. Yeah, I mean, all right, 3rd and 10. Ball on Houston's 14-yard line. 5 seconds on the play clock. Stroud in shotgun. Back to his left. Trips to the right. And there is going to be a false start, most likely. The left side of Houston's line was expecting the snap to come before the delay of game, and it just didn't. Yep, 3rd down coming up for Houston. It seems like refs everywhere have been like bad this year so far. But yeah, that's false start. Stroud alone in shotgun, trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left, looking to throw. Has time thrown over the middle, incomplete, short armed it at the feet of Stephon Diggs. 4th and 15 coming up. Yeah, again, it is still early in the season. Yeah, they needed what, the 24-yard line. Diggs was at the 25 open. Stroud just misses him. I guess he was expecting him to kind of cut back towards the middle. Either way, Tommy Townsend on to punt this one away for Houston. Punt comes off clean, and it's going to bounce at the 45 and be down near the 44. So it crossed midfield. There's a flag on the play. A pretty solid punt from Tommy Townsend. Let's see what this flag is. It's holding on Chicago. So that's gonna push them back after the punt. And so that also brings us to commercial break with 9 minutes to go in the third. Okay then. This third quarter has taken a while. All right, we're at commercial. I will be right back. All right, still at commercial. Still at commercial break. Yeah, Joe Mixon questionable to return with an ankle injury. We have a commercial for The Voice going on right now. Like, because each after each game you have like you're able to like ask the refs about calls. I believe that's only for the final 2 minutes. No, it might not be. But I know like the refs have to like ask them have to like answer questions about some calls. I need someone to ask them about the hip drop tackle and be like, hey, what's like when are we calling it? When are we not calling it? Because like I just don't know. All right. Caleb Williams, when not being blitzed today, is 11 for 12 for 80 yards. That's not a bad day. The issue is you get blitzed sometimes. So Chicago will begin this drive with just under 9 minutes to go in the third. Ball on the 34. Williams in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers left. And there is a flag for delay of game. Chicago does not have good clock management. I miss Blandino as well. I miss him as well. I think doesn't he do the ESPN and Monday Night Football stuff? Williams looking to throw on 1st and 15, pass right side, going to be caught and brought down near the 35 to get the yardage right back from the delay of game. Right, I'm pretty sure Blandino does the Monday Night Football rules analyst stuff. Because I believe he was the ESPN guy for the UFL. Either way, I do agree. I do miss Blandino. He was fun. He was fun during the UFL games. Williams, shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers each side. 2nd and 9, ball on the 35. Houston sending pressure. Williams stepping up, looking to throw. Passing cross body, left side of the field. And that's intercepted. Intercepted near, I think, like the 25-ish yard line. There's a flag on the play. But currently that is picked off. Dangerous, dangerous throw. Defensive holding is the penalty, though. He gets saved. Called in on Henry Toro. Wow. Yeah, that is holding, though. But what is Caleb Williams doing? A cross body, falling backwards throw across the field. Like that is a bad pass. He got lucky. There was a penalty there. He does next gen only? Next gen stats only? Really? That sucks. Yeah, he's the main officiating guy for the UFL, and he does a great job with it. Quick pass right side to DJ Moore for Caleb Williams, and he's going to gain about 10 on the play. There'll be a 1st down, 8 minutes to go in the third. Yeah, he's not. I mean, like, president of officiating is a tough job. Like, don't get me wrong, that's not an easy job to do. But like, if you're going to say before the season, we're gonna start calling these things, and then you do not start calling those, then yeah, like, you're gonna be looked at poorly. 1st and 10 from midfield, and that might be false start on Chicago. Is it a right tackle again? Yeah, false start Chicago. And how many false starts is that tonight for them? And what sucks is the more penalties we get, the longer this quarter drags out. 7.5 to go in the third. We have reached the halfway point of this quarter. 1st and 15. Williams in shotgun. Back to his right. Play action. Looking to throw. Rolling out to his right. And going to get absolutely leveled. Chicago wants a flag. There's fighting. A punch was thrown on the sideline. There is a scrum going on the Chicago Bears sideline after Caleb Williams got leveled heading towards the sideline with what would have been a no gain. Chicago wanted a flag because it was a hard hit, with Williams clearly giving himself up, but he wasn't out of bounds yet. He's not out of bounds, though. That's the thing. That's a legal hit. That is a legal hit. Chicago was not happy about it. A punch gets thrown. With the craziest thing, a punch gets thrown and no flags. Like, 100% a flag should have been thrown, but there's nothing, no flags on that. Yeah, yeah, I understand. I love that Chicago is showing like they're showing that like, hey, Williams is our guy and like we support him and all that. But that was a legal hit. That was a legal hit. Everything afterwards, the fact there was no penalty there, like that, like but he hits him square in the face mask, and there's just no flags. That is a clean punch. That's a clean right hook. No penalty flag though. What? Williams in shotgun, back to his left. Man sent in motion, looking to throw a quick pass left side for a screenplay to DeAndre Swift. And he has space up the middle, going to gain about 14, 13 on the play. Sets up a third and short. Yeah, he should be out. You throw a punch that's typically unnecessary roughness and an ejection. Like he should be out of this game. But he threw it when he was surrounded by Bears players and Bears staff members. So the refs just didn't see it, I guess. But yeah, that he definitely should be out. Third and one, Williams in shotgun back to his left, looking for the 40-yard line. 3 seconds on the play clock. They get a snap off in time. Going to look to throw, and he's sacked. Back at midfield, Will Anderson. It seemed like I don't know. Chicago on that play looked so lackadaisical. Like they were expecting a penalty, or like they're expecting the play to be dead. I don't like the offensive line did not look like they were trying there. Yeah, that's I don't know what that was from Chicago. But Will Anderson gets the sack. And Chicago gonna punt this one away. Going to bounce out of bounds at a bow. Where did rule in this? Where's the ref ruling this? Right around the 20, I guess. I do not blame you. The refs have been so bad tonight. Holy shit. How he wasn't ejected, I have no idea. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad from an officiating side. Again, that is probably the cleanest right hook I have seen an NFL player do. It is up there at the very least. The refs just missed it. That is crazy. Like that is actually crazy that the refs just missed it. Again, like the refs were clearly not looking at it, and he was like being shielded. I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, typically if you throw a punch, you're supposed to get ejected and penalized. But then she's just looking at the replay of it. That is an insanely clean right hook. I don't know how the refs missed it. Yeah, I mean, like again, the hit on the field was a legal hit. Williams was still in bounds, and then what should have been a penalty, that punch was again. Hey, it was clean, man. Most NFL players do not hit that clean of a punch. Even man, what that was a sequence and a half. Gee. All right, just coming out of commercial break now. Houston about to have the ball around the 20-yard line. As Mixon is back on the sideline. Ball on about the 23. Stroud and shotgun looking to throw. Quick pass right side caught by Dalton Schultz to about the 28, 29-ish. I imagine they're going to find him on that. Like, they have to. Because again, the fact that the refs missed it can be somewhat understandable because they were so focused on the pile surrounding the Williams and getting that broken up, and he was like shielded off by all the Bears players. Handoff left side for Houston, going to be a first down. Gain of about 7 for Cam Akers. Like, yeah, it was out of the ref's line of sight. But at the same time, that's insane to miss. That is an insane thing to miss. I seem like Mixon is testing his ankle on the sideline. Stroud and shotgun back to his right, looking to throw. Trying to screenplay left side, but that gets blown up. He's now going to roll out to his right and throw it away. Stroud just on that throwaway, Stroud just hit someone in the head on Houston's sideline. Are you kidding? No, I need a replay of that. What is this game? What is this game? No, I don't care. Yeah, cool. Joe Mixon has his helmet on the sideline, looking like he's ready to come back in. I need a replay of that throwaway. Stroud, shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna look to throw a quick pass right side and in. Is that intercepted? No, incomplete. Try to throw a quick send to Nico Collins. It gets tipped and ruled incomplete. That is close, though. No, yeah, that's incomplete. The ball moves when he touches the ground. Good job from the ref to spot that. Yeah, that's incomplete. The ball moves when that's incomplete. A great effort, though. Yeah, the tip of the ball touches the ground, and then he bobbles it. That's incomplete. All right, Stroud, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers right, looking to throw. And was there a stoppage before the snap? No, Chicago is challenging it. Yeah, that's another bad challenge. Chicago's using their second and potentially final challenge. Yeah, but yeah, the ground definitely causes the incomplete pass there. But 4:11 left in the third quarter. Chicago was challenging that should have been an interception. Dang you, Des Bryant. Yep, commercial break as a go-to replay review. This has been a weird game, to say the least. Like this game is drunk. Like, it's simple. This game is drunk. Yeah. I mean, because the whole discussion of like what exactly is a catch did come around most prominently with Des Bryant, so it was him. It was well, not James Jones, Jesse James, the Steelers tight end against New England. That was a bad situation as well. Again, this game is all over the place. This game is all over the place. Still at commercial break as they are reviewing the incompletion. I believe it'll stay incomplete. Yep, call stands. Chicago has lost both challenges. They're really not picking the correct things challenge, are they? I still can't believe that punch. Like, alright. 3rd and 10 coming up for Houston. Ball on the 35. Stroud looking to throw. Pressure comes in quick, trying to escape the pressure, unable to. Sacked back near the 24-yard line. 4 minutes to play. And this game, there's still 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. And this game has felt like an entire half has gone by just based off of the chaoticness in this quarter. Like, what? This quarter is this quarter's crazy. No offense is able to really do much. The punt is underway, and it's going to be returned for about a yard, maybe two. DeAndre Carter gets up to about the 34 before being leveled by his own gunner. The refs need to do better. The execution of these plays need to be better. Like 3.5 to go in the third. This quarter has lasted an hour of real life time. Williams in shotgun, back to his right. Going to toss this right side for DeAndre Swift, and he's going to gain about 5 on the play. Solid pickup there on first down. And that brings up a 2nd and 4, instead of gain of 6. Williams under center, back behind him. And 2nd and 4, going to hand this off up the middle for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to gain a yard on the play, but there is a flag. It is holding on Houston. So it's an automatic first down. Yeah. I don't know what the gunner's thinking at this point. I don't know what a lot of people playing tonight is thinking at this point. Again, the first play of this half was that monstrosity I drew up earlier. Williams, shotgun, back to his left. 1st and 10 from the 46. 2.5 to play in the quarter. Toss left side for DeAndre Swift. Trying to get the edge and unable to, pushed out of bounds for no gain. And clock is ticking. Both sides don't even have 50 rushing yards today. Damn. The ground game is now working for either side. Williams, shotgun, a back to each side. We just DJ Moore to his right. Going to look to throw on 2nd and 9. Quick pass right side for DJ Moore on a swing screen. And that's going to gain about 2. And there is a flag. Hell yeah, baby. Penalties. But they might have been ball flag. Holding on Chicago. Hell yeah. Penalties. For as much as we complain about some calls being missed, they are calling a lot of shit tonight. Which is crazy. Like, we complain about the missed punch, the missed hip drop. But like they're calling a lot of holdings, a lot of DPI. This game is drunk. 2nd and 7. There's been 18 penalties. Williams, shotgun, the back to each side. 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Play action. Williams has time. Check down left side in the flat to Khalil Herbert, who's going to gain 2. The graphic on the field says 2nd and 16. The graphic on the actual scorecard says 2nd and 18. Either way, 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 16, it seems. First, 1:10 to play in this quarter. Houston's weird. Simple. Houston's weird. 3rd and 16, 1 minute to play. Williams, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers right. They get the playoff in time. Looking to throw. Pass left side for DJ Moore. And that's intercepted. Intercepted by Houston at about the 35. And with 50 seconds to go in the quarter, Houston gets the ball back. A bad throw. DJ Moore has a step. That's Derek Stingley with the interception. DJ Moore has a step on this. Williams just needs to put it out there more. But he throws it just too far inside, not enough into it. And Stingley makes a great grab. Houston's defense coming up big. The first turn, we've had 18 penalties before our first turnover. Stroud under center, Mixon behind him, it seems. Gonna do an end around for Tank Dell, who gets brought down back near the 27. A loss of about 5 on the play. Hey, I know that. Yeah, LSU stud, 3rd overall pick a few years back. Yeah, this play gets blown up really nicely. In part because Stephon Diggs kind of missed a block, but that's beside the point. That's still a great tackle in the open field. 2nd and 15, Stroud and shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw, quick pass right side to Stephon Diggs is caught. He's going to gain roughly the yardage back, maybe a little more. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Going to be roughly a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8 coming up. But yeah, the 3rd quarter is finally in the books. That took an hour. Yeah, Derek Stingley, Natty winner. As we reach commercial break. Jeez, what a game. What a game. I'm going to quickly use this time to say to subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated. Leave a like while you're at it as well. This game is something. When we get back from commercial break, we have the beginning of the fourth quarter with Houston having the ball up 6, facing a 3rd and long. Oh, man, oh, man. There's been 18 penalties tonight. That is crazy. 18 penalties, and the majority of them are holding calls. The things that should have been called penalties were not. There should be 20 tonight. But hey, here we are. 15 minutes left to play, 1-score game. Let's see what Houston can do from here. Zip still at commercial. But if FSU starts 0-4 with a loss to Cal this week, that would be amazing. For those who don't know, going up in South Florida, UM was the main college we rooted for. Then I am a UCF attendee, so I would obviously root for UCF. I just don't like FSU or UF basically. All right, 3rd and 8. Stroud in shotgun, back to his right, looking for the 44-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, looking to throw. Pressure comes in quick, rolling out to his right, escaping the pressure. Throwing across the field, has a man open. It is caught. Nico Collins, first down and a bunch more into plus territory, near the plus 30, 35-ish. And finally, a big time play in this one. CJ Stroud, man, his mobility and ability to extend plays is amazing. Looking to throw now on 1st and 10. Quick pass right side for a speed out is incomplete. Attended for Tank Dell. 14.5 to play. 2nd and 10 coming up from the plus 37. Okay, if Houston gets, Houston's in field goal range or 2-possession lead in this one. Oh boy. 2nd and 10. Ball on the plus 38. Stroud under center. Letting the clock tick and hand this off to Joe Mixon up the middle. Going to get to about the 35. 3rd down coming up again. In field goal range for Houston, so they can make this a 9-point game if they so choose. So we'll see what they have dialed up here for 3rd down. Stroud, shotgun, back to his right. Man sent in motion from right to left is Tank Dell. Looking to throw a quick pass and it's incomplete. Batted away. Hit jars the ball loose. 4th and 6. Tried a quick slant and Tyreek Stevenson read it like a book. Yeah, that's a beautifully timed hit. And out trots the field goal unit to make it a 9-point game. He has hit from 47, from 56, and from 59. This one from 53. And the right hash. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is good. Barely sneaks through the left upright. We have a 9-point. We have points in the second half. 9-point game here in Houston with Chicago about to get the ball with 13:40 left in this game. Again, this has been one hell of a game. As we're at commercial break as well. This game has been all over the place. So, man, oh man. Um, that is a good point. I'm not sure. I think no matter what, the team that got screwed over by it, the fans would say it was a bad call. But I definitely think more people would be understanding if it wasn't the Chiefs. But because it was, and kind of like everyone's always looking for a way to say that the NFL is favoring the Chiefs, then yeah, that probably did have a factor into why a lot more people are saying it was a bad call. But like the defender got there early. It's simple. So like I don't think it was necessarily a bad call. But at the same time, like I understand both sides of it. The Texans had their players sing the Sunday Night Football theme. That's yeah. The third quarter took an hour. This game has been drunk in the second half. Kickoff is underway. Going to be returned, a muffed kick return, and finally need in the end zone for a touchback. Bears will get ball on the 30. Maybe a Egginator. Did you see all that was missed in the third quarter? All the calls and everything? Because it was. Woo, it was bad. It was bad. Like this game has been the second half of this game has been it's been something else. Williams in shotgun, back to his right. Three receivers to the right. Looking to throw a quick pass right side, and DeAndre Swift gets leveled for a loss of 5. Trying a swing screen, and that got blown up instantaneously. Yeah, geez, that's it could have been helmet to helmet there. There could have been helmet to helmet, but it wasn't intentional. Williams shotgun back to his right, two receivers each side, looking to throw. Pressure comes in quick, and Williams breaks off of one sack, rolling to his right, throwing down the field, and it's picked off again. Staying in bounds and returning it to about the 41. That was a dumb throw from Caleb Williams. He had maybe an inch of wiggle room for that pass to be caught. He needed to throw an absolute beautiful pass on the run because that was into triple coverage. Like, that's just not a good pass to make. Like, that you need to throw that away. Not force that pass in there. Try to hit Cole Kmet as well. Ugh. Yeah, that's just not a good decision. Not a good decision. yeah, and again, like since he played hard, they did still impress me with how they played. The ball on the 43, Stroud in shotgun, back to his right, tight end to his left. Going to hand this off left side for Joe Mixon on a outside zone play, and going to gain about a yard, maybe two. Yeah, Caleb Williams, he's doing what he can with the O line he has to work with and like the pressure and everything. All right, 2nd and 9 coming up. Stroud shotgun back to his left, three receivers to the right. I'm gonna get the snap off in time. They do. Looking to throw. Pressure comes in quick, and Stroud is sacked back near their own 47. Chicago's defense has done their job. CJ Stroud. I mean, he's doing what he can with what he's been given tonight. But both defenses have been playing well. 3rd and 17 from midfield. Stroud in shotgun back to his left. Two receivers and a tight end to the right. Quick screen right side for Nico Collins. He's going to get to about the 43, and that will bring up 4th and 10 basically. Yeah, I got about 7 on that play. So, is it Jaime? All right, Townsend on to punt this one away. Not going to try the long field goal. Trying to pin Chicago deep with just under 11 minutes to play. Punt comes off clean, and it's going to be down at about the 6. Great punt there. And Chicago is going to need to go 94 yards to try and make this a game. And that also brings us to commercial break. Yeah, like we need an actual referee, or hell, even if it is just like Roman George. We need someone to come out and say, like, hey, this is exactly what we're looking for the hip drop tackle. And like show us video, because they have missed what a lot of people believe to be hip drop tackles. And clearly there's something we're missing as viewers and as fans that make it not a hip drop tackle. I haven't even seen the one on Chase. But again, like, I feel like there is something we're missing, because like we've definitely have seen hip drop tackles, but there's been nothing called yet, and we're about to be 2 full weeks into the NFL season. So again, we must be missing something. We must be missing something. Oh, Flash, I'm about to send you something. I'm about to put it in sports at least. Yeah, I haven't. Uh, yeah, I mean, again, like, again, if like there's been we must be missing something with a hip drop tackle. And like that play with Jamar Chase, like that's a good example of the Joe Mixon one tonight. There was one in Brazil last week. Yeah, exactly. I fully understand him doing that shit, him cutting the ref out because again, supposed to be calling those. Williams under center, ball on Chicago's own 6-yard line, gonna hand this off up the middle for DeAndre Swift, and going to gain 3 on the play. 10.5 to go. Williams alone in shotgun, three to the right, 2 to the left, stepping up in the pocket with pressure coming, and then just throws it away left side. DeAndre Swift in the area, 3rd and 7 coming up. 10:15 to play. Someone tells me this quarter is also going to last an insane amount of time. All right, 3rd and 7. Williams, shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers spread out to each side. Looking to throw. Pressure comes in. Williams sacked back at the 1. Pressure was instantaneous, and Caleb Williams is getting hit left and right tonight. I mean, yeah, who knows if a missed call like that would change the outcome of a game or not. Yeah, that's good pass stunt there from Houston, and that's gonna be a punt backed up. But again, the saying in every football locker room you hear is not only you have to play better than the opponent, you have to outplay the refs. So every player goes into a game expecting a few missed calls. This punt going to be returned from the 45, gets out past midfield to about the plus 45. That's where Houston will begin their next drive. Because you can't expect the refs to be perfect. So like you need to every player goes into a game knowing that and kind of expecting it. But you don't be so you need to not only outplay your opponent, you need to outplay the refs. Because like, at the end of the day, like you can't use penalties that badly as an excuse unless it is like wildly off kilt when it comes to like penalty yardage and penalties. Stroud handoff up the middle with Joe Mixon on 1st and 10, gets about 8 on the play. It's like a game like tonight, where penalties are basically 4 to 5. 4 penalties, every 4 Chicago penalties is 5 Houston penalties. Like that's an evenly called game, even though some of those penalties might be dumb and egregious. And again, at least it's even. Stroud under center, tight end and back in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. Cam Akers inside the 30, bouncing off a defender and out of bounds near the 27. Yeah, seeing Cam Akers running well is nice to see. It is nice to see him running well. And that's great blocking up front. A nice lane opened up. Honestly, he probably should have cut it behind Diggs instead of bouncing it to the outside. And he stepped out of bounds about the 25. Stroud under center. A back behind him alongside a fullback. Going to hand off once again up the middle and gain about a yard on the play. 8 minutes to go in the 4th. Chicago needs to hold them to at least a field goal here. A touchdown, make it a 3-possession game. Yeah, the rushing yards from week 1 to this week. Massive downtick in production. But hey, Chicago's defense has been playing solid. Stroud, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Going to hand off up the middle once again, and this is going to be down at the 20 for a gain of 4. That is Cam Akers once again. Clock is stopped. Don't know why, but about 7:20 to go in the fourth. Chicago calls their second timeout already. Okay. I don't think you can use AI that much when it comes to calling penalties and stuff. I do think allowing the replay center to tell the refs on any given play that, hey, you missed a call here, throw the flag, or hey, that wasn't a penalty. Utilize replays a lot more than you have already. You've seen it occasionally where the replay center would say, hey, that's not roughing the passer, pick up the flag. Don't limit what the replay center can and can't do when it comes to calling penalties. Now, of course, that could get tedious, yes, but allow them to have a say as well. 3rd and 5, Stroud looking to throw. Pass left side, Dalton Schultz, first down and more. Inside the 10, 5 down at the 3. For example, on that punch that was missed by the refs, the replay center should be allowed to call into the ref saying, hey, you missed a punch on this play, get them out the game. But they're not allowed to. I believe it's only roughing the passer and a few other minor things that the replay center is actually allowed to have a say in when it comes to is that a penalty or not. Which is dumb. It's dumb. Stroud under center, tight end and a back behind him. Gonna hand this off up the middle and gain nothing on the play. 6.5 to go. And this one in Chicago is saying it was a fumble recovered by them. Well, Chicago is saying it's their ball. What are the refs going to say? The refs are trying to find the ball in the pile. Chicago is saying their ball. Everyone in Chicago is pointing like it's their ball. And there's one ref saying Chicago ball. Fumble from Houston picked up from Chicago. And with 6.5 to go. Is that that's a fumble. That's a clean fumble. And yeah, it seemed like Chicago fell on this. So Chicago has a chance. Yeah, Chicago has a clean recovery. It is Chicago football with 6.5 to go. They are backed up at their own 3, basically. Yeah, exactly. It's understandable to have some kind of bad calls and whatnot. But you have transparency. The UFL does a great job by giving you an insight into the communication between refs during penalties and between refs and the replay booth during challenges and replay. And the UFL does allow more leeway between the replay center, aka Dean Blandino, and the actual refs on the field. Though yes, it is so much easier to do that in the UFL because there was one game on at a time. It was a lot easier to do it like that. It's not like the NFL where, for example, today we had 10 games going on at the same time during the 1 o'clock window. But I feel like if anyone can find a way to make that same thing work in the NFL, it is the NFL with the amount of money they have. You can find a way to keep that same level of transparency. And again, they attempt to by having the rules analysts come in during replays and during after the penalties are called to explain it. But that can only do so much compared to hearing the actual replay person going through the replay and saying, this is what we're looking for. Show me this camera angle. What do we see here? What does this and the way the UFL explains it and goes into detail during the actual process. Like it's so much like the UFL does a lot of things weird. Or like a lot of things that like so I get why people aren't that big of a fan of it. But like they do a good job with some other things. Alright, 1st and 10 for Chicago. 6.5 to play. Again, Chicago backed up deep in their own territory. Nine-point game. Williams, shotgun, back to his right. Going to hand this off up the middle with DeAndre Swift. He's going to gain about a yard. Yeah, for sure. Analysts could definitely play a role in all that. Like, there just needs to be more transparency for like penalties and replays. These are just not enough at this point. Williams, shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw. Pressure coming over the middle, pass is incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore. 3rd and 9 coming up, 6 minutes to play. Like the NFL needs to find something when it comes to like the officials, because like it's been bad these first 2 weeks. Even in the college level, it's been bad. Williams, shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, 3rd and 9. Looking for the 13-yard line. Making adjustments at the line. 10 seconds on the play clock. Williams looking to throw. Pressure's there. He's stepping up to his right. Has space to run. He does. 1st down and more. Sliding down at about the 29-yard line. Gain of 25 on the ground for Caleb Williams, and they're going a little bit of hurry up here. And Chicago only has 1 timeout remaining. 5.5 to play. Williams in shotgun. Back to his right. 2 receivers each side. Ball on the 28. Looking to throw pass left side is going to be caught. And DJ Moore is brought down at about the 35. Gain of 7. Yeah, that's true. That he slid down well. Williams, shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. 5 minutes to play. Williams looking to throw. Stepping up. Gonna throw it deep down the field, left side, and air mails it completely by like 10 yards. Incomplete, 3rd and 3 coming up. He had DJ Moore open, but yeah, just put way too much into that throw. There's way too much into it. All right, Williams in shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers bunched up to the right. Making adjustments at the line. You have 4 seconds on the play clock. Get the snap off in time. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Has a man open. It's Cole Kmet for the 1st down. And brought down near the 46-yard line. Under 5 minutes to play now. Clock is ticking. Williams in shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the 47. Williams looking to throw. Has time. Throwing over the middle. Caught by Kmet. Holy shit. That's going to be called. That is a high hit on Cole Kmet. Jeez. I mean, like, that's not helmet to helmet, but that is both forearms to the head neck area. Might have hit him like in the shoulder or in the chest, but that is. Jeez, what a hit. Yeah, that is clean. It's both forearms. It's a shoulder to the shoulder. But man, that looked like a prime. That was a nice hit. Yeah, and they picked up the penalty. It's close. It's shoulder to shoulder. But man, what a hit. Williams looking to throw on 2nd and 4. Hit while throwing it away. Incomplete. 3rd and 4 coming up. Houston sent the blitz. Williams had no time there. Yeah, and Williams took a shot on that one. But yeah, man. Cole Kmet got leveled on that first down play. Like, absolutely leveled. And there is a flag on the play. Intentional grounding. Called on Caleb Williams. That's going to be a loss of a down. 3rd down and a long coming up. Up then there's... What's going on with the broadcast right now? Why is it saying 3rd and 1? Yeah, they're calling that intentional grounding. No one in the area, still in the tackle box. 3rd and 14, Williams, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers spread out each side. Looking for the plus 44. Williams looking to throw. Hit while throwing pass right side. DJ Moore incomplete through his hands. Flag on the play. That might be roughing the passer. That might be roughing the passer. Yep, roughing the passer on Houston. Williams was hit low. Man, oh man. There have been 20 penalties tonight. Yeah, this officiating crew has been something else. 1st and 10, Williams looking to throw, stepping up in the pocket, going to slide down at about the line of scrimmage. Under 4 minutes to play now. Yeah, this game has been... Man, this game has been something else. Williams looking to throw on 2nd and 10. Never mind, handoff up the middle. Going to be a gain of about 6 maybe for the halfback draw. Third and 4. Williams making adjustments at the line. In shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers spread out each side, looking to throw. Houston sending pressure. Williams throwing left side and incomplete. Trying to throw back shoulder to DJ Moore. And he seems upset. DJ Moore seems pissed off. 4th and 4 coming up, just under 3 minutes to play. DJ Moore is not happy. And out comes the field goal unit to make it a 6-point game with just under 3 minutes to play. This is a 54-yard try from the right hash. Kick is up, and it is good. Kickers are on fire this year from 50. 2:51 to play. 6-point game, moving the wrong stuff around. And with only one timeout, I would imagine that Chicago's going to do the onside kick here. I mean, they don't need to per se, but I mean, actually they don't need to actually. They can stop the clock once, way before. Yeah, they don't need to go for the They don't need the onside kick. Because if they kick a touchback here, Houston then runs a play, timeout with over 240 to go. They run another play, can only kill about 40-ish seconds depending on play length. Yeah, it wouldn't get down to under 240, so they'll have they'll have 2 minutes. They have the 2-minute warning. All right, kickoff to be underway. I imagine that they just want to send this down. I would imagine they just want to send this one away and give the touchback so they don't waste time. Kickoff underway. Going to be returnable. Caught at the 1-yard line. And this is brought out past the 30. Past and up to about the 39, maybe the 40. 2:55 to go in the game. Hey, that is not what you wanted there. You want that to be a touchback so that way they don't have you want that to be a touchback so that way the play right after the 2-minute warning can be a punt. Now in this situation, they're basically going to be able to run a third down play out of the 2-minute warning and only give you like a minute with the ball. Stroud under center, back behind him. Now motioning a tight end to act as a fullback. Going to hand this off up the middle and going to go nowhere. Stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. And with 2:30-ish left, the clock is just running. I mean, Houston needs to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. The play clock is a second ahead of the game clock. So that is definitely a good thing if you are Chicago. So Stroud going to be under center, back behind him. Diggs sent in motion. Handoff up the middle. Going to be a gain of about 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. 1:57 to play. And third down after the break. And they're highlighting the hardballs. Chargers first time since 2012 they're 2-0. Ravens first time since 2015 they're 0-2. Packers became the first NFL team in history with 800 regular season wins. Second fewest passing yards in a game for his career. Patrick Mahomes with 151. I mean, the Chicago's defense has been playing well today. They need to make one more stop here on 3rd and 7. Stroud, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers each side. A first down basically ends this game. He's passing for it. Stepping up, there's a flag on the play. He gets the first down, dives forward to the plus 49. That flag's going to be on Houston. The right tackle pretty much yanked. He pushed the helmet off of the Bears player. That's going to be illegal hands to the face. Yeah, that's a penalty all day. So now 3rd and 12 for Houston. Stroud picked up the first and would have sealed the game, but the penalty moves it back. 3rd and 17. And that is the 21st penalty. of this game. Man. 150 left to play. Stroud and shotgun back to his right. Quick pass left side to Stephon Diggs screenplay. Doesn't have the blocking, only picks up about 3. And with 145 left, Chicago's going to call their final timeout as they have a chance. They have a chance. As there's someone dressed up as Mikey Ditka in the stand. Speaking of Ditka, my signed photo right here. Oh boy. All right. Tommy Townsend. This is exactly why you sign him. They signed him in the offseason. In a situation like this, trying to pin Chicago as deep as possible. 4th and 13. There is a chance. Hunt comes off clean. This is going to be returned beginning from about the 20. Fair caught at the 20. And with 1:37 to play, Caleb Williams has a chance. Needing a touchdown to tie the game, the extra point would win it. All right, kid. This is your moment. This is your chance. Williams, shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to the left, a tight end and receiver to the right. Williams looking to throw. Pass right side, caught by Roma Dunze. Makes one man miss. Finally brought down, but not before getting past the 45 to about the 47. Under 1.5 to play. Chicago is moving. Williams, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers spread out each side. You're letting this clock run a bit too much here. Williams looking to throw. Has time, quick pass, right side is dropped. Second and 10 coming up now. 1:07 to play. Williams, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers each side. Making adjustments at the line. Houston sending some back in the box a bit. They're sending some pressure. Williams to throw. He's sacked back at the 39. Holy. Danielle Hunter involved with that sack. Clock ticks 50 seconds. 3rd and 18. Now down to 40 seconds. Williams, shotgun, 2 receivers each side looking to throw. Houston sending pressure, rolling out to his left. Going to be brought down at the 40. Only a gain of 1. There's a flag on the play. Or is there? Yeah, flag on the play. And it was Al Shazier, the player who punched the dude earlier in the game, is now talking shit to Chicago's sideline. Illegal formation on Chicago. Penalty is declined. 4th and 17. And this could be the final play of the game, so he's not going to be in it too much longer. Odunze has not been involved too much today, which is very odd because Keenan Allen is not active today. You would expect Odunze to have a bigger role. Guess not. 4th and 17. 34 seconds left, though that doesn't matter. Needing the plus 44 yard line, plus 43. Williams and shotgun, back to his right. You need 17 yards. Looking to throw. Pass right side and terrible pass. Miscommunication here with Roma Dunze, I guess. I guess he was expecting a comeback route from Odunze. Odunze kept running through the route. Either way, 30 seconds left. Houston makes the stop on 4th down. And now they are one kneel down away from ending this one. Terrible throw. Like that has to be miscommunication on 4th and 17. Has to be. Like Williams is probably expecting a 17-ish yard comeback route. But Odunze just ran straight through where he was supposed to break. And there's the knee down. The Houston Texans moved to 2-0 on the year with a 19-13 win over the Chicago Bears. What a game. What a game. Well, it is nearly midnight over here on the East Coast. I'm going to call it here. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. This was fun. I'll see you all back here tomorrow for Monday Night Football. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.